I've been working out for a really long time, well over 40 years, and I love it. But truth be told, I tend to go back to the same exercises and the same routines time after time. And I really avoid certain exercises that I decided a long time ago that I just hate. And in today's video, I'm going to revisit some of those routines, some of those types of workouts that I have avoided like the plague. And I'm going to see if I still hate them, maybe I misjudged them, and maybe I want to take a second look. Let's talk swimming. Okay, all honesty right now, not only have I avoided swimming as a workout, I've avoided swimming in my life. When my kids see this video, they are going to be dumbfounded because I actually don't think that I've been in our pool for probably about the last 8 years. Water and me have not really meshed. I think I'm a fire sign. I'm a Sagittarian. I don't know. There's something about the water. But I keep hearing that it is the best workout, and especially as we age, for the low impact, the resistance training and slimming and so many positive cardiovascular reasons that I should be getting in the water. So I've been looking up some beginner workouts. I'm going to give it a try, and you know what? Who knows? Maybe deep down inside, there's a Michael Phelps in me. So the first challenge to any swimming workout, of course, is getting in the water. And I hate being cold. I just hate it. So number one, we've got that checked off because Paul has cranked the heat. It's about 85 degrees, so no complaints there. We've looked into beginner workouts, and I'm going to concentrate on 4 strokes, front crawl, breaststroke, back crawl, and maybe that's it. I'm going to get in, I'm going to set my Apple Watch, and I'm going to get swimming. We may know where Will inherited his swimming technique. It might be right here. And I'm going to be out of breath in no time because that is hard, really hard. I'm just telling you, I need swimming lessons. This is what I need. The water actually feels great. The swimming, not so much. But I'm already gassed, and I don't even know. I think I've done less than 10 laps. You know what? I thought the water was going to feel the worst. The water feels wonderful. The water is really soothing. The water is relaxing. The water is the best part about the swimming. The strokes, not so much. The resistance, very, very high. That is challenging like crazy. And I have really been missing out. And I think that this would be something that I should probably try again, maybe get some lessons. And, you know, because as we get older, I just think this resistance, the water, it's really, there's something there. And I'm just telling you right off the bat that I did not think that this is how this was going to go when I came up with this video idea. And I am shockingly surprised in a positive way. And I think I might just carry on with this. So give it a try. As someone who runs about 5 days a week, I am decidedly not a fangirl of running, which may sound kind of funny. But what I really don't like about running is outdoor running. I'll take the treadmill any day. Why? I've got all kinds of reasons why I like the treadmill, from being able to adjust my speed, seeing it. I seem to not just be able to go faster, like without knowing what the actual number is. I kind of like the whole number thing. But I don't like the pounding, the pavement, the cars, the everything else. I just want to run and get it done. But today, I'm going to give the outdoor run another try. So many of you know that I've had a little trouble with my knee, which is yet another reason why I tend to avoid the outdoor run. The cement, the pounding, is not great. Along with that, I know that for our pelvic floor, the pounding is also not good. especially if you've had a few kids like I have. When I run on the treadmill at Orange Theory, I like that feedback. I like the treadmill to tell me how far I'm going, how fast I'm going, what my incline is, and most importantly, I want to know how fast it is before I'm done. And because I'm not a huge running fan, I don't really concern myself with the fact that being inside is actually pretty boring. So I don't know why I didn't think of this beforehand, but I don't have to just run on the sidewalk. There are more areas to run other than just the pavement. There's some really nice kind of trails really close to my house. So I think that's where we're gonna go next, just so that I give this whole outdoor running thing, you know, a fair shot. There's a big pond right beside me. Beautiful. There's lots of greenery. I might have to rethink this thing, because there's more to life than just the numbers. There's more to life than me just getting in my 2.5 miles, putting in the time, burning those calories, tracking that distance. What about all of this? Outdoor running, for me, maybe it can be a little bit more relaxing than having to be an actual quote-unquote workout. I am getting my body moving. I'm enjoying it. It feels good. I don't have a coach behind me saying, hey Nancy, I think you can up the speed a couple of points. What's also great is the ground is not paved. It's kind of softer cut gravel. So obviously the impact is not as great. No cars in sight. The occasional bicycle. Another workout that you don't see me do on my channel, because I don't do it, is lifting heavy weights. And I'm talking weights where we're looking at 4 to 6 reps max, or going until you fail. And that is something that I have not incorporated into my workout routine. And that doesn't mean to say that it's not something really great and maybe I should be doing it, but I'm going to tell you why I haven't. It's actually rather timely when I just looked at the comments from my latest video, and Gabby, a regular commenter, and thank you very much for that, said to me that she noticed that I really don't lift heavy, and she thinks that I spend much more time doing cardio, and that Orange Theory is basically an extended 60-minute cardio class, which really it isn't. We've got about half the class is certainly cardio, and then there is weight training, and weight training has always been very important to me and something that I will not give up, and I have seen many, many benefits from that. But she has been reading, especially for menopausal women, that there is some science behind the fact that we should be going for much, much heavier weights, forgetting so much the cardio, the extended cardio, and going for those heavy, heavy lifts. Some of these weights may not look heavy to you, and maybe many of you can lift a lot more than that, but I'm about 110 pounds, and I'm going to tell you that the one main reason that I have avoided particularly heavy weights is I'm afraid of injury. I have had a couple of sort of significant injuries in that they've really slowed me down. I had a rotator cuff injury that really kept me out of the weight room altogether for almost 4 months. I've recently had a knee injury. I've had some other injuries along the way, and the older I get, the more difficult it is to rehab from those injuries and come back. And I want to stay active and I want to stay fit, and I do not like the downtime. All right, I'm not gonna lie. Those plates look pretty meager at 2.5 kilograms a side, but the bar is over 40. So altogether, I guess I'm looking close to 50 here. So that's more than what I would usually do. I did 4 not that great ones, granted. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, so I always do biceps. I don't use the curl bar, and I don't go to failure. That felt pretty good. Is it better than what I'm doing? Maybe it is. Okay, I can feel myself arching my back, which I shouldn't be doing. Not good. Felt the good burn on my shoulders, but I am doing this exercise, but I'm not doing it quite that heavy. I'm probably doing exercises that I feel that I can do challenging, but doable in the 8 to 10 rep range. Not to this point where I feel like I'm really having to maneuver it in order to get that final rep in. All right, I don't even know if 40 pounds is considered heavy for a goblet squat. I do these at home. I do these at Orange Theory. I don't think that I can do a whole lot heavier than that unless I'm going for maybe 2 reps. And unless I was really trying to get the booty that everyone is going for these days, it was really not a thing when I was in my 20s, but these days it really is. And obviously then I would really need to up the weights. I would really be needing to focus on squats and some significantly more weight. As we age, we lose muscle mass. We females especially need to be concerned about osteoporosis and the fear of breaking our bones. That is something that we really want to avoid at all costs. I recently had a bone density test, and my bone density is right up there for my age group of 62 years old. I have always worked out, and I will continue to work out. I think that if you're finding that you're having menopausal symptoms that are really bothering you, and certain things are purported to help you out, and maybe lifting heavier and building more muscle in our bigger areas, our quads, etc., if you think that that will help you out, then by all means, go for it. I've not had any symptoms like that. I feel that I've stayed toned, I have muscle definition, I continue to strive and not just slack off, but really put some concerted effort into weightlifting, not necessarily at these really heavy, uncomfortable weights. And for me, being by myself in the gym also is another concern that I have safety-wise. I'm gonna stick with what I've been doing. It's working for me right now. If things change, by all means, I'll be changing that up too. Sometimes the concept of a video is not what actually comes out in the wash. And that's exactly what happened in this video. And I'm here for it. My idea originally was to show you 3 workouts that I have tried and I have decided not for me. But what happened? I swam, and one thing I really realized is use it or lose it. Because that is an excellent workout that I have really just completely put myself away from, that I've just decided I hate swimming. And really, I don't love swimming, but it is an excellent workout and something that I should spend maybe a little bit of time, and in the future, I think will be a real go-to. As far as the outdoor run, I had all of these great reasons why I wanted to avoid outdoor running, not taking into account that there's a lot of beauty and there's a lot of nature and maybe some even relaxation. It doesn't all have to be about the metrics. Finally, the weight training with heavy weights, something I've decided that really was not for me. But as I age, I may look to that. Remember James Bond, never say never? You know what? Sometimes we have to give our body what it needs when we need it. And although I might not be doing that right now, I'm still very much a proponent of weight training, and it's an absolute must. The very, very heavy stuff, I'm going to take that under advisement and think about that maybe a little bit later. I hope that you've really enjoyed this video because it's been a bit of an eye-opener for me too. Please give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.